Hi, this is Ray Evans. I'm with the Pegasus team at Infinitas Coordinated Wealth Council. You know, we get a lot of questions and there's a lot of disagreement in the press regarding inflation and the direction of interest rates. Certainly going to the grocery store, which I really like to do, you notice that food prices have gone up dramatically over the past few years, and certainly that's a level of inflation that's unappealing. Tariffs are actually a form of inflation, whether they make sense and can make sense or not. But when you have inflation, there are certainly asset classes that benefit from the higher expense. And typically the first thing to look at or think of are things that there are actually a limited supply of, a fixed amount of. When you have inflation, and in recent times, I think everybody can think back to 2022 when we raised interest rates several times. Something that's a tangible asset, something you can hold that has a limited supply, those kinds of assets appreciate in value significantly. Typically in that kind of scenario, real estate is a significantly successful investment. Precious metals, gold, silver, that there's a limited supply of, those typically tend to appreciate during an inflationary time period. And somewhat odd things that you don't think about that may not be that liquid. Antiques, fine art. I have a client who has a baseball card collection, and his collection in 2022 went way up in value. So it's unusual what things may tend to appreciate during an inflationary time period. Having said that, and if you look at this chart, this will help you a bit. Common stocks are not only liquid, but they tend to appreciate during inflationary time periods. So it is pretty interesting to try to track what happens. Don't let the thought of inflation scare you off, but just a reminder, during an inflationary time period, things that there are a limited supply of tend to appreciate in value. If you'd like a copy of this chart or any reports on investing during an inflationary time period, ray.evans@pegasuskc.com, and I will get that in your hands. Thanks very much. Talk soon.